Welcome back to Miles for Money on a Friday afternoon at 1 o'clock. We're gonna do some DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub on a Friday afternoon, evening. We have a passenger today.
Hello.
Who are you?
Sierra.
Oh, got my daughter with me today, so if we don't do good, we can blame it on her.
Sure.
So we're waiting, just logged in, waiting on our first order. Got our first order, $7.10 to go 3.2 miles at Panda Express. You like Panda Express?
Yeah, Panda Express is good.
Yeah, it's okay. All right, go pick up Panda Express. You go pick it up.
No.
I'll sit here and wait. Order number 1 done on Friday at 1:15. $7.10, no additional tip, but still short, quick little order. Took less than 15 minutes. $7. Head back to the town center area and see what else we can get. Okay, we got another order.
Yay!
$11.20 to go 3.7 miles. It's
That's
a
good.
double order. Got to go to tropical smoothie and chili. Should we take that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It's like way over $2 a mile. So
Yeah.
double order, tropical smoothie cafe and Chili's grill and bar. My certified food holder has the orders. We are en route to drop off. It is 1:49. Took about 10 minutes to pick up between the both of them. All right, both orders have been delivered. It is now 1:59 p.m. No additional tip on those orders, so it was the same as the offer amount. So we are at $18.30 at 1:59, so call it 2 o'clock. We've been on almost an hour. Little over $18 in the first hour. End of the lunch rush, so not extremely busy. Going back to town center area. Alright, so as soon as we pulled in town center, we got another order. $7.60 to go 3.0 miles. Picking up at Panda Express again. So pulling into their parking lot. About to go in and see if this order's ready. Trying to keep it moving on a Friday afternoon. That order has been delivered. Handed to customers, $7.60. No additional tip, but still over $2 a mile. Quick order. It was ready when we got to the pickup. Now it's 2:19 p.m. Heading back to town center, see what else we can get. Alright, so we just pulled back into town center, got another order, $7.35 to go 3.9 miles. Just barely under the $2 a mile, but I'll probably take a shortcut to get there anyway. But anyhow, picking up at Talkin' Tacos, Sierra's favorite place.
Ew.
You don't like Talkin' Tacos, Sierra?
I don't like tacos.
Sierra's a weirdo. She don't like tacos. Do y'all like tacos? Let's put a vote down in the comments of whether you like tacos or not. My certified food holder over here is holding the food that we're taking to deliver from Talkin' Tacos.
And they didn't even get tacos.
They got loaded fries from Talkin' Tacos. Interesting. No additional tip, but drop off successful. Left it at the door, took the photo. On our way back to town center. Looks like it is gonna storm. Dark clouds up there.
Yeah.
So might be some rain in our future, folks. All right, got another order. I forgot to screenshot this one, but it's an Uber Eats. $9.04 to go 1.7 miles. Picking up at Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A, here we come. We're right across the street from Chick-fil-A. Well, 1.7 miles for $9, that's over $4 a mile. So definitely taking that one. park here, run inside and see if it's ready. They look a little bit busy, so may not be ready, but we'll see. What? Another order delivered. Now we don't know if that one's gonna have an extra tip or not yet, because Uber gives them the hour to add a tip potentially. It was a guaranteed tip, so we know it's gonna be $9.04 minimum. So we'll let you know when the tip hits, if it's gonna be additional or not. But that puts us at $42.29. It's right at 3 o'clock, so exactly 2 hours in. So not too bad. All right, got another offer. This is actually a double offer. It's $9.20. It's going 3.2 miles. It's Firehouse Subs. Now, typically I wouldn't take 2 orders that pay that little as a double, but it's picking up at the same restaurant and it's going to the same neighborhood. So it's on the same side of the street. It's literally on my way to the other one. So total, it's well over $2 a mile total. So we'll pick up another $9 here. Hopefully the orders will be ready at Firehouse and won't take too long. And we'll drop them off on the way to each other. So on our way to Firehouse Subs. Okay, so it is 3:30 and we dropped off both orders on our way out of the neighborhood to head back to town center. There was no additional tip on it, but like I said, it's, you know, short order, over $2 a mile total, pretty easy pickup and drop off. The orders were both ready when we got there. So let's head back towards the town center area and see what we can grab. All right, well, it is raining pretty hard, but we got another order, $7.10 to go 1.2 miles. That's like over $5 a mile. So yep. Yeah, we're gonna take that all day long, bucko. I was about to get soaked. It's pouring.
Yeah.
So as we picked up from Chick-fil-A and pulled out of the parking lot onto the main road to deliver this order, it's going a short distance. It's super short. I got to order a double order from Uber Eats that pays $16.05 to go 3.5 miles total. So I haven't even delivered this DoorDash for Chick-fil-A yet, but I'm 0.7 miles away. Went ahead and accepted the Uber order. Traffic is crazy right now, busy, but we're gonna drop this one off real quick and then try to make it to these 2 pickups. It's a double order for Uber Eats, but try to make it to these 2 pickups without them being late. All right, so that one is dropped off, the Chick-fil-A. It was $7.10. No additional tip, but quick, easy order. Now we got to go and pick up these Uber orders. And the first one, let's see, we're picking up at Chipotle. So on our way to Chipotle to pick up Bings, we gave them an extra, I'd say that took us 2 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes to drop that off. Hopefully they'll have Chipotle ready when we get there. All right, so the double order pickup was for Chipotle and Zaxby's. I got both of them picked up. The restaurants were literally right next door to each other. We are en route to delivery. The mileage is actually gonna be shorter too, because I was able to take a little shortcut that took about over a half mile. It took like 6-7 of a mile off of it by coming out a different way out of the shopping center. So traffic is kind of hectic right now. It's raining, so it's taking a hot minute to get around, but that's okay. Get this double order delivered. All right, so those 2 orders are dropped off. We're waiting, got to give them the hour for the tips to process, but it's going to be over the 16. It was guaranteed. But the order we did earlier for the Uber Eats had an extra tip on it. So that one, I believe it was $9.04 was the original offer, but it ended up paying $12.40 tip, and it paid $14.47 total. So instead of $9.04, it's $14.47. So like $5 extra, which is awesome. But anyhow, those two are dropped off. We are headed back to town center now. It is 4:11. So we've had a pretty good afternoon on a Friday afternoon so far. Let's see how busy it is the next 45 minutes or so, and then I think we're gonna take a break for about 30 minutes. All right, so we got another order as soon as we got back here to town center. I went in the gas station, grabbed a fountain drink, and now we got an order at Papa John's. It was $8.59, but it's going 5.9 miles. So it's not $2 a mile, but it is going to my favorite neighborhood that tends to tip pretty well. So I kind of took a chance on it. Plus it pays $8.59, almost $9. So it is what it is. It's 4:23, so it's not even dinner rush, but it's been busy. So yeah, I just took this one to kind of chill. Pizza orders, sometimes you get an extra tip on it, so we'll see. Going to my favorite neighborhood, but either way, $8.59. We already picked it up from Papa John's. It was pretty much ready when I got there. He boxed it up as soon as I walked in, and we're on our way to delivery now. All right, so that order is dropped off and completed. It is $8.59. No additional tip on that one. I do have to vent for a minute. The hand it to me orders, and it has notes in it that says ring doorbell or knock and hand to me. If I get to your house and I ring the doorbell twice, I knock on the door, your garage door is open, I hear your dog barking, I hear you talking to somebody, there's two people talking, and you still can't come open the door on an order that you say hand to me. That's kinda crazy. Call me crazy, I don't know. Just doesn't make sense to me. All right, Ben is over. On our way back to town center. Okay, I got another double offer here. $18.35. It's picking up at Chili's. It's 2 orders. Now it says it's 10.5 miles, but I'm looking at this map and it's got me doing a big U on the toll road, which I ain't touching. And both of these orders are kind of off the same road. So I'm willing to bet it's no longer than 6.5 miles instead of doing this big U and going around. So I'm definitely taking this. We're just gonna go down this other way, down the main road to the house on the right, and do it that way. Probably be about 6.5 miles instead of 10 for $18.35. Both are picking up at the same restaurant. Traffic is really heavy. The roads are kind of flooded because we just had a massive downpour. So like I said, it might take us a hot minute to get them done, but for $18.35, we're gonna do these 2 orders and then probably take a break for about an hour after that. Okay, it is 5:03. I got the orders from Chili's. I put in the first address is right at 5.0 miles. And based on where the other house was, it's probably about 6, maybe a little over 6 miles total. So pretty close to what I was thinking by avoiding the toll roads. Toll roads would be longer miles and you're paying tolls that just don't make no sense. But anyhow, on our way we go. Woo! All right, so that the Uber Eats order that we doubled up on earlier, that was $16 for that short run, it ended up paying $19.71 for those orders total. So like almost $4 more than originally quoted. So little bonus tip on that. We are pulling in now to our first drop off from these 2 Chili's orders we just picked up. This first drop off is actually on the way to the second one. I kind of switched them around. So the second one was only 5.1 miles from the restaurant. So it's probably going to be like 5.3 because this is 0.2 of a mile off the side road here. So pulling in now to drop that off. Okay, so both of those Chili's orders have now been dropped off. There was no additional tip on it, but it was still a pretty decent paying order. So we are gonna take a break now. We have been on for about 4 hours and 15 minutes. We have made a total of $110.67. so far. So our average of $26.04, something like that, an hour. It's pretty good for a Friday afternoon from 1 o'clock till about 5:15. So I need to stop and take a break to run an errand, but we are gonna come back out in the evening time, probably in about 45 minutes, an hour, somewhere around there. All right, it is 6:05. We just made it back out and we got our first order. It's a double order, picking up at Red Bull and at Papa John's. It's $17.45 to go 2.9 miles. So here at Red Bull, I'm gonna go ahead and go inside, see if they got it ready. All right, the 2 Papa John's orders are delivered. Had to wait, or actually it was a Red Bull and a Papa John's. Had to wait at Papa John's for, I don't know, what, 5 minutes?
Yeah, something like that.
Anyway, they're delivered. There was no extra tip on them, but that's okay. Over 17 bucks for both of them. Not too bad at all. All right, well, we just got another double order right as we were about to pull into the town center. $21.60 to go 4.8 miles. It's picking up at Five Guys Burgers and then picking up at Panda Express. So I'm about to pull into the parking lot now for the Five Guys order. All right, so those orders paid the $21.60 total. Just dropped off the second one. About to head back to town center. It is 6:55. What were the first 2 orders we did when we logged back on, Sierra? Wasn't they like, was it $17?
Yeah, it was like 17 something.
And then 21, so we are at like $38, $39 in the last, what, 50 minutes?
Yep.
That's pretty good. So headed back to town center now, see what else we can grab. All right, we just got another order. We're not even back to town center yet, waiting at a red light. $8.20 to go 2.6 miles. Picking up at Chick-fil-A. It's only a single order, but hey, I mean, $8 to go 2.5 miles. We'll do that all day long, and all night long. All right, we just got another double order. Going to Talkin' Tacos and Jersey Mike's subs. It's $17.95, going 7.5 miles. I'm looking at the map. I can take a shortcut and cut that down to about 7 miles. But still, it's over $2 a mile total. $17.95, 2 pickups. So we're heading to the pickups now. I sat for about 20 minutes, declined probably 100 orders. But we're going now to pick these up. All right, well, after sitting and talking tacos for 30 minutes and still don't have the order ready, I unassigned it. So I think we're just gonna call it a night. I have some other stuff to do. So with that being said, we ended up making like $158 and change. We worked for about 6 hours. Just under 6 hours. If you don't count the 30 minutes we just wasted at Talkin' Tacos. So with that being said, we're gonna call this a vlog for tonight. Check back in tomorrow. We're gonna be doing Saturday. We're getting close to the $1,000. We're up over $750 for the week, so we only need $250 between Saturday and Sunday to get over the $1,000 mark. Bye everybody.